What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to create your own tutting combos, whether you're just starting out or if you're more advanced. Now, in order to do this, you're going to, need to know how to actually tut, whether it's finger tutting or regular tutting. So if you don't know how to do that, I'll have a link in the description for some different concepts and some different combo tutorials so you can check those out and kind of start to learn how to tut and get ideas. The second thing is you need to be creative. So again, if you guys need some ideas of just some examples, make sure you check out my tutorials on tutting and finger tutting in the description below, and then we can get started. When creating your own tutting combos, it's very important to be creative so that your combos can stand separate from other people's combos. You don't want to have a combo that looks so similar to someone else's that one, you could be considered a biter, or two, it looks the same so they might mistake it for that combo. You need to be original and you need to find your own style or technique to it. For example, for me, I personally like to do different types of things. So instead of sticking to your normal boxes or even just your normal circles and stuff, I like to make, instead of kind of a more squarish tut or whatever, I like to go and do circles and wraps and different things like that are kind of a characteristic that me personally, I find to be my own type of thing. So creativity is your number one key thing when trying to learn your own combos. So when creating your own combos, the first thing you want to do is find your starting point. Now what I mean is a lot of combos start out in a prayer position like this. So if you want to start out like this, you can. If you want to start from a different dance style, say you're like waving and you want to go and kind of work your way into tutting and then start from there, find where you want to go and start your combo from. For convenience sake, I'm just going to start in a basic prayer position like this. From here, you have a lot of different options. You want to take it slow when you first start out. Don't try jumping into all these different combos because a lot of times it'll start repeating your old combos and you'll get repetitive with your own moves. Whether it's going back to the same point, making, like say you make this box a lot, then going and you're doing your combo, whatever, and you end up back in this box. You don't want to keep repeating the same style. So from here, you want to think of all the different possibilities of where you can go with this. For example, from here, I could think, okay, I could slide up. Or from here, I could slide down. I can go and bring it in like this. I can go outward like this. I could maybe not even keep my hands together. I could go far apart like this and just separate my arms and then from there do something. So that's an important thing. Think of where you want each move to go and do this for each step. So for example, here, like I said, I could go up. Now think of all the positions I could go. I could roll forward like this. I could bend it down. I could move it back. There's all these different things. So for each step, think of where it can go. The next thing you want to do is when you first start out, keep it simple. Don't try doing all these complex combos. Do a small combo that consists of maybe 10 or so steps. So what I mean by this is when you're first learning, like I said, you're thinking of each thing you want to do with a combo. Think of how each part moves and how it gets back to where you want it to go or whatever you want it to do. So if you keep it simple, you won't forget your combo because after each step that you're doing, no matter where you're going with the combo, you want to be able to memorize it. So memorization is this step. After each couple steps you do, after you figure out what you want to do with the combo, you want to be able to go and repeat it. So what I like to do in my tutorials is when I teach it, I'd say, okay, step 1, start here. Next, step 2, you're up. Step 3, bend. 4, 5. So then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever. I forgot what I was even doing there. But that's what I mean. You want to be able to do something simple enough to where you can memorize it and go back and do that move again. A bonus tip when creating your own tutting combos is make sure you add transitions and things. So for example, like how I said you can start here and bring your arms out, this is a good example. Instead of just always keeping to the tutting structure and doing your main tutting things that everybody knows, what you can go and do is add transition. Now what I mean by this is, say you go here and you put your arms out. Maybe from here, add a wave across to bring, instead of just having your arms out and bringing your ankle down, if they're up, you can start, you can wave. Now my arm is down, wave it across, and you see how my hands flip down. So add stuff like that into it. So another thing is, say I was here, I could bring it here, I can roll it around, I can bring it, use illusion or waves to get to a position. Maybe instead of just going like this, I can wave it down like that and add things like that. And also when you're creating your angles, it doesn't even have to be in front of you or to the side of you. There's people that they'll go behind their head like this, and then they'll start to do their own thing from there. They'll go into bone breaks, they'll go into different dance styles. So that's a thing to keep in mind. Add transition, add things that make your combo your own. So again, just instead of from like an angle like this going straight here, you can wave it up. You can involve your face. You can go and like act like you're biting the fingers away so that they go down, and then maybe wave into that, or do something like that that just makes your combo unique to yourself. The last thing you guys want to do is practice. Like I said in one of the previous steps, it's very important to go back and do your combo step by step so that you don't forget it. Now, this also means that you want to be able to do it almost without thinking. So when you first do a move, you have a lot of thinking. You have to think, oh wait, did I do that? Did I do this? So what you want to do is practice. Now, don't only practice like with you doing it, whatever. You want to be able to almost do this with your eyes closed. Like that could be a practicing. Once you think you have it, try to do it, and you'll be able to, even though you won't be able to see it, you'll be able to feel how your move is actually going. And another important thing to note is when you tut, do this in front of a mirror for when you start out. Because one, you'll be able to see angles you never thought, oh, well, maybe I didn't even notice. I could just put my arm there and it'll make it look a lot more clean or something like that. But also, because when you do a combo, sometimes you'll be doing all these complicated things and you'll be doing all these crazy things, but to the audience, to the people actually watching, you guys out there, you guys won't be seeing anything. But then for like, if I flip it around and you're seeing from my angle, oh, look, I'm doing all these crazy things, but for you guys, you're seeing this. So it's important to practice in front of a mirror so you can see what the audience is going to look at. Because like I said, you don't want to be doing all these crazy things or whatever, all these different intricate things, and then the opponent or whoever you're viewing, whether it's a showcase, a battle, anything like that, they're seeing just nothing because it's all based towards seeing you. Make sure that it's based towards seeing the audience as well. And so that's how you create your own tutting combos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, share it with your friends, and don't forget, check out the videos in the description if you need ideas, or if you have questions, make sure you comment them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.